Hello, my name is Susan, and we're here for another episode of Crafting at Home from Autumn Public Library. Today we're going to be making a little fall craft. This is an easel that I bought at Dollar Tree. This happens to be one of the white erase ones. We're going to be using a floral pick. This was a scarecrow floral pick. I have a cutout that says hello, and these are just a couple of little wooden leaves that are underneath of it. And a very little inexpensive project and a nice way to welcome fall into your home without taking up a lot of space. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to make one. It's going to be slightly different, still in a fall theme. So the items we're going to be using today, I have the word autumn this time, just cut out of cardstock. I did two colors because I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. These are paper flowers. I don't know if you remember, we used them in a previous craft. You get them on a card like this. There's usually a collection. This time they are sunflowers, and they are paper flowers. The reason I like them, first of all, they're small, not like silk flowers, but the back is flat. So when you go to attach them to something, you don't have that plastic hub on the back that holds the flower together. We have another floral pick. Now this again is from Dollar Tree. They were scarecrow floral picks. All we did was cut off the wooden pick part. The back is nice and flat, which makes it good for crafts. And again, one of these cute little easels from Dollar Tree. Obviously only $1. They don't take up a lot of space. There's not a lot that you have to decorate, but there is a little bit of surface. This time I'm using the blackboard one. And the only tool we're going to be using today is we're going to be using a hot glue gun. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of move things out of the way here. I am going to take this scarecrow, and again I'm going to attach him to the corner. I do kind of like things on an angle. So he's going to project off the top a little. I am going to cover the back with hot glue. Fair amount of hot glue. Whoops. All right, and I'm just going to push that into the little blackboard. Doesn't take long to set up. The other thing that I did with the first one I made was I went and put a little hot glue under the hat so that it would kind of hold the hat open for you to see. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that again. Just a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to press that felt hat in there and hold it for a second. And then once on this side. These little scarecrows did come in a variety of colors. I think there was a green one, and I think there was also a red one. And I just chose the ones that were obviously fall colors. So here we are just to get started. Little scarecrow is perched on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 of these paper sunflowers, and I'm going to create a corner, eye-catching corner there. And I am just going to do one at a time. I think I'm going to do this one first because the center is a slightly different color. I'm going to take that off, hopefully. Oh, I lost some of my things. Okay, I'll take this guy instead. This one's got that little yellow center, so it makes it a little different. I'm just going to put hot glue on the center on the back. Now this doesn't require as much hot glue as a silk flower would because there's like no weight to these things. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to point that leaf up towards the top. I'm just going to hold that there for a second. All right. Now I'm going to take 2 of the ones where the center is brown versus that gold, just for something a little different. And again, just a little bit of glue, you don't need a lot. Going to hold that in place for a second. And one more. get it off the paper. There we go. And again, just a touch of glue. So I've created a corner for myself. And again, it is 3D. I know they're paper and they're more flat than a silk flower, but they still add some texture. They still pop off the board a little bit. So now I'm going to decide, am I using the orange or the gold? I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the orange because the flowers are gold. Oh, that works nice. All right, this is just cardstock, and I just used a die and I cut it using the Big Shot that I have. It's just one layer of cardstock, that's all it is. Now if you wanted to, you could attach this to like a decorative circle or a square. I'm going to attach it right to the blackboard so that the blackboard becomes the color that will make that orange pop off the board. And I'm going to put it on an angle using the flowers kind of as my holder. So what I'm going to do with something this small, I am going to put the glue on the board. I'm going to stick it underneath the edge of the flower. And then I am very quickly going to pop the word onto there. So I am letting the hot glue, and the hot glue is hidden because it's underneath the leaves of, I'm sorry, underneath the petals of the sunflowers. Now that is going to catch those sunflower leaves and it is going to hold them down as well, but it doesn't hold down enough, so you still get that 3D effect. You have to give it just a minute and then get rid of all the extra hot glue webs that you get. And there you go. A little easel. Not going to take up a lot of shelf space, but it's a little bit of a decoration, and it welcomes fall or autumn, whichever word you want to use. Very inexpensive, which is kind of nice. These are little easels from Dollar Tree, floral picks, and just a couple of complimentary decorations just to give you a little fall color in whatever room you're going to put them in. I hope you enjoyed these. Have a good day.